Some big games in Italy on Sunday. Juventus with a 4-1 victory over Empoli. Fiorentina 2-1 over Girona. But it's the two late games, wasn't it? The Milan derby. AC Milan looked like they were going to take all 3 points, but a late equaliser for Inter would see it finish one apiece. Meanwhile, for Napoli, they thought they'd done enough, but it'd be a late equaliser for Roma that would see the spoils shared there. And take a look at what that means at the top of the table. 3 points then still separate Napoli and Inter in first and second. Inter, though, do have a game in hand. Let's welcome in, shall we? Gab Marcotti is with us. Gab, let's start, shall we, with the Milan derby. Late drama for De Vrij.
Late drama for De Vrij. You said Inter grabbing that late equalizer. I think it's really what they deserved from the game when you consider the fact that they hit the woodwork twice. They had I thought a pretty solid penalty appeal as well. Pavlovic on Thuram. As you can see there from those numbers, I wouldn't say they bossed the game, but I think they certainly would have been unjust if they come away with 0 points. Milan did show little bit signs of progress. Still a very inconsistent side. Kyle Walker made his debut at the back. I don't know. I'm still not fully convinced here, Dan. But Sergio Conceição, very high on him, and of course, what they're really waiting for is Jimenez. He arrived. He's ready to go, and we'll probably see him in midweek.
For Milan, obviously, 1-1, maybe a result they would have taken at the start of the game, Gab, but obviously the manner in which it finished, it feels maybe like 2 points dropped. Is it the opposite for Inter?
Again, like I said, I thought Inter were the better team over the course of the 90 minutes. I think Milan still know that they've got work to do. They've got pieces to fit together. That said, I think obviously when you're that close so late in the game, and when you concede also, frankly, due to an individual mistake. I mean, Chukwueze supposed to be tracking back, totally loses Zalewski. He's the guy who puts in the ball for De Vrij over from the left flank. That's got to hurt. And I think we're going to see angry Sergio Conceição once again.
I didn't know there was any other mode. Meanwhile, we saw, of course, Napoli thought they'd done enough. Roma getting the equaliser in that tie, Gab.
Yeah, talking about angry managers and late goals. How about angry Antonio Conte? I think this is really going to make them angry because what Roma did, they rested a whole bunch of players. Of course, they've got the big Coppa Italia game coming up in midweek. And of course, they put a lot of effort into the Eintracht game in the Europa League. Claudio Ranieri, I think, frankly, saying, look, I'm not going to make the Champions League domestically. Let me go as far as I can in the Coppa Italia and in the Europa League. So there was no Dybala, no Dovbyk from the start. Paredes came on. Napoli took the lead through Spinazzola. Did not celebrate against his old club, one of several old clubs, I might add. And then at the end, Angelino finding the strike, the ball kind of squirming through there in injury time. I feel like Napoli took their foot off the gas a little bit in this one and kind of let Roma back into it. Really intense game in the first half, a little bit less so after the break.